This morning, Russian President Vladimir Putin arrived in China at the personal invitation of Chinese leader Xi Jinping. His plane landed at the Beijing Capital International Airport. Vladimir Putin is considered the main guest of the Belt and Road Forum. In his plans, besides speaking at the forum, there are negotiations with Chinese President Xi Jinping, taking place in two stages, first in an expanded format, then in a working breakfast format. According to Chinese journalists, the leaders of Russia and China have already met 40 times. President Putin's two-day visit to China, on October 17 and 18, includes a series of meetings with the leaders of several Asian countries and participation in the Third International Belt and Road Forum. The Russian president has a tightly scheduled program with numerous meetings. He is accompanied by an impressive team, including representatives of almost the entire economic bloc of the Russian government. The program is packed, with bilateral meetings planned today with the leadership of Vietnam, Thailand, Mongolia, and Laos. There are planned negotiations with the president of Vietnam, Vo Van Truong, the prime minister of the Kingdom of Thailand, Sethoi Thavichon, the president of Mongolia, Bukhnagin Kurulsuk, and the president of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Thongloun Sisoulith. In the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative, 150 countries are participating. This means that thousands of guests from around the world have come to Beijing for the summit. Chefs are preparing exquisite dishes on the famous Wangfujing Street. The Belt and Road Initiative itself does not involve any exotic elements, but it offers numerous advantages. Its goal is to recreate the ancient Silk Road, fostering active trade exchanges between the East and the rest of the world. It appears to be succeeding. From 2013 to 2022, the total trade volume between China and countries participating in the initiative exceeded $19 trillion, with an average annual growth rate of over 6%. This initiative is essentially about creating a multipolar world where no regions or states are insignificant, and everyone plays a crucial role. Furthermore, an alternative to the US dollar for settlements may soon be used, especially for transactions among the BRICS countries, which also play a significant role in the Belt and Road Initiative. In an exclusive interview with Izvestia, Russian Finance Minister Anton Siluanov explained that creating a digital financial asset-based settlement unit is the most relevant approach. The president's schedule is packed down to the minute. As they arrive at the International Congress Center, delegates are only beginning to work. Russia and China genuinely want to establish strong connections in trade and cultural exchange. It is always better to seek dialogue between countries rather than conflict, says forum participant Ling Shi. I believe that cooperation between Russia and China is very close. China and Russia are good friends. Personally, I have many friends studying the Russian language, and they all love Russia. My brother even studied in St. Petersburg, notes forum participant Chao Tong. Here, you can also learn about China's 3,000-year-old culture, traditional medicine, and crafts. Russian President Putin has an extensive program on the sidelines of meetings with world leaders and heads of international organizations. Today, President Putin, together with Chinese President Xi and his spouse, will participate in the welcoming ceremony for the heads of delegations attending the forum. That concludes today's events, with the main events scheduled for Wednesday, which will be particularly intense. President Putin will take part in the opening ceremony of the Belt and Road Forum, and as reported in the Chinese press, Vladimir Putin is the main guest of the forum. He will be the second to speak at the opening ceremony, right after the Chinese leader. Afterward, Putin will hold negotiations with Xi Jinping, continue bilateral meetings, and conclude with a press conference for journalists.